The next person coming up has been a social activist for the LGBT community. Please put your hands together for Nisha!
Let's talk about this. Who is the real problem? Are we the problem or them? LGBT di Malaysia ni tengah hangat. Sebagai salah seorang daripada komuniti LGBT, seorang transgender mania, sebenarnya siapa yang bermasalah? Adakah kami ni betul-betul masalah kepada negara? Are we the main cause of what is happening in Malaysia? You all pernah tak dengar maknya merempik-rempik keluar naik motor, meragut orang? Kalau Steve, tak ada. Selalunya kita menjadi mangsa keadaan.
So Nisha, let's just start it off straight away before anyone drama. You are a transgender.
Yes, I am.
And
a proud one.
Is that rude to ask?
No, it's not.
It's not rude to us, right? Okay, that's why it's like if someone goes like you're a guy or a girl, it's just like that, right? So now, the transgender community and the LGBT community. Before the moral police come out and religious police come out, please everybody just calm down. I want to talk about the facts here and law. Okay, before the moral police, religious police come out, just everybody calm down.
Okay.
By law, are the people in the LGBT community protected?
By law?
Yes.
By law, we are protected
Okay.
because we are not seen as LGBT by law itself. We
Right.
are seen as either male or female.
Okay.
That's one part of it.
Right.
But sadly, due to the situation here in Malaysia, where we have like this kind of legal system,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Therefore,
I like the dui kind of legal system. If you tahu, you tahu lah. Cakap faham je.
Pandai-pandai lah kan.
Okay.
So there are laws specifically for LGBT people, and especially in the Sharia law, we have laws for transgender people, whereby I can be arrested for just being who I am right now, for just dressing as who I want to dress like.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay, but here's a funny thing. Recently, you've got that article that I cut up. The UN actually asked this question to our thing, and they
At the
said,
CEDAW,
at the CEDAW, and they
Yes.
asked whether the community is protected, and they said they are.
Okay. I mean, let's be in the reality of what's going on in Malaysia
Right,
itself.
right.
Yes, they say they are protected, but at the same time, as I mentioned earlier on, you have laws, you have politicians, you have people in Malaysia around here going around and so attacking LGBT people.
Okay.
And the most community that has been affected by this attack are the trans people. You know why?
Why? Because it's easier to pinpoint.
Yes, it's because we are more visible. A local newspaper actually pointed out how to detect.
Oh
LGBT
God, I
people.
remember that.
And you know what?
It's something about gym and all that, right?
Yeah, and guys with mustache.
Hey!
You can see a lot of beard and mustache here.
Kevin was, he's down with it.
So there you go. All this kind of oppression has started in Malaysia itself. But for that person to say that they protect people
Right.
here in Malaysia,
So,
Yeah.
okay, by law, legally, can you be, if you know it's a hate crime, if the crime was perpetrated and they say this is why I'm doing it, will that people be prosecuted under hate crime?
no, we don't have a hate crime law here in Malaysia.
Huh?
We don't have a hate crime specifically on trans people or LGBT people. We don't have such laws in Malaysia. That's the problem. You see, and there is tons of hate crimes going on in Malaysia. Let me give you a good example.
Okay,
a very
okay,
good example.
okay.
Of the most recent case of the late Samira itself, right? She was attacked. Few cases. It was the second case where at the end of the day, she died, right?
Right.
And it's so obvious. She was attacked not because of she's being an Indian whatsoever, but she was a transgender woman,
Oh, wow.
right? So that's the reality.
Just hearing that, I don't know how to deal with it. Then the big question would be, how does one come out and be themselves with all this hate around?
It's a difficult question right now. As for me, I'm an activist. I'm out there. I'm in Kuala Lumpur.
Don't
There's
you
a
think
lot of
that's
people.
putting more of a bullseye on yourself?
Yes, I do agree, and I learned my lesson.
Uh-huh.
But I do put my security at first,
Okay,
right? And
okay.
at the same time, I have a lot of people supporting me,
Yep.
right? But I fear for my trans sisters out there that don't have that such support.
Right.
Okay, let me share with you guys the most recent case. A group of so-called squad, this so-called squad team, local people around the area with religious background, going around to basically catch trans people, and they basically even cut their hair, strip them naked, make them remove their bra and all the stuff. It's happening just last 2 days ago. Yeah, and they have a Facebook page.
Wait, but can't they be, if they've got Facebook page, if they've got videos of them doing it, isn't that
Yes.
proof of
It is
a crime?
It is.
But why isn't anything being done?
The problem is for the community at the same time because they don't know that they have the rights in Malaysia.
That's
They are
the
so
question.
they are so fear of facing, religious people, the enforcers, and so on.
Alright, where can one go find their rights?
Where can one?
Go find out what their rights are. Because if they're scared, the best way to cure a fear is by knowledge.
Yes, that's right.
Now, where can one go and get this knowledge?
Now,
Is there a place where all this information is out for people? Where?
Yes, we do. As for me, I'm also part of Justice for Sisters.
Yep.
We have a website and link, and we do share all those information on rights and everything.
Right.
And not just that. Nowadays, there's Google. You just can Google it out. Everything is there.
Exactly. But Google for Malaysia laws, it's orang malas. I tell you this. If you tell me the truth, like you go Google lah, man, give me the link lah. You know what I mean? But if someone could give you the wrong link and it doesn't help you, so it's good to know of places. So justiceforsisters.com.
Justice for Sisters, one of it. At the same time, you can go to my organization. It's called Seed Malaysia.
Seed Malaysia.
Yes.
Yep.
If we have money to do
Yep.
workshops on legal rights and everything, we will definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's why I always do paralegal workshops with the community all around Malaysia.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
keep them aware.
Now, I watch your videos, I follow you, and one of the things that you do mention is that people of power not doing anything to protect their citizens.
Yeah,
And I have to say, I believe the elections is coming up, so you're going to have both people supporting and hating you at the same time, and it's going to be like, it's going to reach a boiling point very soon because I'm sure they're going to have to find something to hate, so therefore to distract people.
Yes.
So, how do you deal with people like that, with the stupidity of people and the people who don't want to educate themselves of this? How do you deal with that? How do you speak to them? I bet you meet people like that on the street and say, "How can you do this? It's like da 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 da.
Yeah.
You are a man. You give away your rights as a man and
Go to
blah blah
hell."
blah. Go to hell
Yeah.
and so on and so forth." And how do you deal with people like that?
How do I deal with such people? To be honest, those kind of people that are the one that pushes me to where I'm right today.
Right.
You see, and to be at the same time, as you mentioned about those, if you have knowledge, then you also reduce the fear.
Right.
I do totally agree with you, because sometimes I get invited in talks in places where a lot of people like me wouldn't want to be.
Right. Okay.
Maybe the topic is sensitive, LGBT, blah blah blah, but I will always make myself to attend such talk, because when people listen to me, talk to me, they interact with me, and they listen to all the stories, that would change their mind.
Fair enough. I've got a question for you. Now, I believe knowledge on both sides will help a person understand it. How strong is your knowledge of religion?
Religion. Ooh, sensitive question.
No, I have to know. Someone is going to say she doesn't know anything about religion, so therefore she's like that, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
how
all
strong
those.
is your knowledge of religion?
Yes. I'm half Indian and half Malay.
Yep.
So basically, I'm Muslim.
Yes.
Right. And I learn about religion not only on the Islamic perspective.
You learn about religion on a whole, on God and
Yes.
stuff like that. Hey,
And-
just like me, I like it.
Yeah, I started with Islam, and I was trying to find out why is it I'm born this way? Why is it the hell was made for me? Because that was being told to me by all these people, right?
Okay. That's why when you said it, I'm like, what? Okay.
No, that was being taught to me, right? So as I travel all around, all around the world, seeing the issues that trans people face here and there, I noticed certain states certain big states, Islamic states, they actually accept trans people.
Right.
They actually condone. They actually condone towards the term of mukanas and mukanis.
Yes.
And it's mentioned in the Quran.
Yes.
You see. So, but the problem is in Malaysia, not just Malaysia, in all of these Islamic states, is that it's based on their own personal interpretation.
Yes.
And
Like
it
they
comes
say,
to
I heard
power.
someone who said that one who said this.
Yeah, there you go.
It's and when you ask them where's the proof in the thing, they're like,
They can't. They can't. So, as for me, I always believe this. You know, whoever I am, whatever color I am, whether I wear a puttu or whatever I am, right? My fate is my fate. I'm supposed to directly based on my creator.
I agree.
Simple.
Agree. It's like a relationship. When you are in a relationship, when you too much PDA, public display of affection,
Yeah.
PDA, sorry. So too much PDA, your friends will be like, hey, enough lah. You know what I mean? Same thing with religion. You have your belief, you keep it private. Once in a while, praise it. Once in a while, talk about it. If you see someone else doing something different that you think is not right, just like, hey, you know, maybe you try this. That's about it. It's
Yeah.
you're not imposing.
You
just
don't impose.
Yeah, so you
Yes.
tegur, but you're not passing opinion. It's like, I do this, why don't you try that? That's about it. That kind of thing. Then if you take religion as that way, then everything's okay. So it's just, I don't know, like, it's just crazy the situation we're in right now, that hate is so strong. Hate is so strong. The understanding of seeing someone else as a human being is lost. I really can't understand it. But let's go back to what you said at the start before I let you go, because, you know, I can sit down here for hours just talking to you about this, and I wish people just go find out all the information. If you're confused, you don't know what to do, just get in touch with all the websites so that you can find out information about yourself, for yourself, I mean. But back to what you started, you said by law, it's definition of man or woman.
Yeah.
How are you defined by law here?
I'm still considered as a man in my IC because trans people are not legally recognized here. And just want to share you guys this.
So
Yeah.
can you vote and all that?
I still have to vote as a man based on my IC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's not one part of it. And
Alright.
just to put a quick question there, before the 80s, do you guys know that sex reassignment surgery was done here in Malaysia?
I didn't know
You
that.
didn't know that, right? And did you guys know that it was done free, but at University Kuala Lumpur by Professor Dato Khairuddin?
I didn't know that.
Only after 1982, when the Sharia basically came out with a law to ban SRS, everything just went haywire.
And the world is where we are right now.
Yes.
You know what?
Malaysia.
No, actually, the world.
Okay.
I won't say just Malaysia, even the progressive America, who is the land of the free, you still have the same problems, only different skin color.
Totally agree.
It's just stupid. Don't dare to open up your mind. But you know what, guys? We would love to know what your thoughts on this. You can feedback. Any hate, please just bugger off. I could not be bothered about you. But I would love to hear your opinion. And the opinion is this. This is your thought. This is what you think, and your solution. Not, oh, this is bad, go to hell. That's not an opinion. That is just hate. So I would love to hear your opinion, both sides. I don't mind, but let's have an open discussion about this.
Okay.
And then we'll be. Thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
so
us.
much.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Nisha. All right. I know that was a bit heavy. Then everyone in the crowd went like, "Whoa, what's going on?" But before I let that topic go, I'm going to say one thing that people might not like me for, because one of the things that religious buffs like to throw is this is not natural, because it's not what God intended, right? That's what you always say. Have you heard of this phenomenon called hermaphrodites? God created that, and that is physically possible. So if that is physically possible, why not anything else in between? Which is your sexual orientation and so on and so forth. That's just my opinion. I just want you to think about it and tell me what you think.